Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Adalia Young.
And I'm Julia Hunt. Let's take a look at the news.
Bradley University is currently set to receive $950,000 in federal funding through the Scientific and Technical Research and Services Program from the National Institute of Standards and Technology. The funds are set to go towards the development of a laboratory to train engineering students to manage and understand electrification standards for power reduction. The funding will allow Bradley to teach up to 32 students each year about strategies to help reduce dependence on fossil fuels in electrical power generation.
This past Friday, Broadside hosted an open mic event to celebrate the publication of their spring journal, a collection of poems, short stories, and artwork made by Bradley students. The event was open to all students and faculty, and guests were encouraged to show off works that they have created, regardless of its publication status. And they were invited to not only share from their own catalogs, but recite poems or short stories from their favorite authors as well. Some students who gathered for the event are currently enrolled in Dr. McQuarrie's Advanced Poetry Workshop class, and the professor herself also attended the event. Along with snacks and beverages, guests were given physical copies of the newly published journal, the cover of which features artwork by Ellie DeBurr, a senior art education major. She is also featured in several times within the journal and past publications. To see her work and others, pick up a copy of the Broadside Spring Journal at Bradley Hall, room 380, or around campus. Tomorrow in Beck 2140 from 6:30 to 8:30 in the evening, Fighting Pretty will be hosting their first ever packing party. Here, members will be assembling pretty packages for women with cancer in the local area. The funds that the club raised over the current semester went towards supplying the items inside of the pretty packages. Items in the boxes include makeup such as lipstick and gloss and little boxing gloves. Those attending will also be making beaded bracelets to add into the packages.
And coming up next, we will take a look at the weather for one last time with Rachel Hobbs.
And Cassie Maxwell will give us their honest take on a new movie.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly, just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
La 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 la, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
On behalf of all BUTV and all of our viewers, happy birthday, Rachel.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Did you have any special birthday plans?
Well, I had my parents come down yesterday and we went to dinner, and then of course I had to get my free Starbucks drink. So
of course.
that's how I spent my day. And it was a beautiful day yesterday for it, unless like the rain, but
yeah,
we make do.
Prettier today though.
Yeah, today is better, but unfortunately this week we are going to be seeing a lot more rain. So let's go take a look at campus today. Today it was beautiful, sunny. People had their windows down, jamming out in their cars as I was walking here. See, we get a beautiful, kind of walk. We're gonna go see Geysert right now, and look at that. Just a beautiful frame of Geysert. It's a little bit windy, but that's okay. So now we're gonna go on to the forecast maps for this today. So we're sitting about 60, 59 degrees. Today, little cloudy over south, but we had the sunshine. Now we're gonna take a look at the temp map. We're seeing blue, but it's okay. It is getting warmer. It's becoming summer. We're almost there, guys. Keep your heads up, especially with finals right around. Take advantage of the sun while we have it. Now to the 5-day forecast. Unfortunately, we are going to be seeing thunderstorms on Friday and on Sunday, but we're going to be in the high 80s we're going to be in the 80s on Saturday, and it's going to cool down just a little bit on Monday through the next week. So take advantage of the sun while you can. And now on to Cassie with entertainment.
Thanks, Rachel, and happy birthday. On April 19th, Taylor Swift released her 11th album with 31 tracks called The Tortured Poets Department, referring to it as a 2 a.m. surprise. Only a day later, Taylor Swift's songs took up 32 out of 50 of Spotify's top 50 global list. So far, her most popular song in the album is her collaboration with Post Malone, Fortnite, gaining over 25 million plays globally, and the album itself selling 1.4 million copies in the United States within a day. Swift is breaking records with these numbers, as it was one of the first times to reach over 300 million streams in a single day. Meanwhile, video game Cities Skylines 2 has not had nearly the same luck. The developers, having launched the game to mixed reviews, are now facing more backlash from fans over what is now the worst reviewed item on Steam, with only 4% positive reviews. The downloadable content pack, Beach Properties, was $10, added houses to the game, and no new mechanics. The developers have since apologized, promised refunds, and made the DLC free. However, in the process of attempting to do all that, they accidentally deleted some key assets of the game. Now, instead of buildings, players are seeing gray boxes in their world. On the bright side, user Dementia Gaming gave it a positive review, saying that the game is the best way to heat your house. If you're looking for some other games in the meanwhile, itch.io is hosting a Palestinian relief bundle for 373 games for only $8. And if bought outside the bundle, the games add up to over $1,500. These games range from tabletop role-playing games you can play with your friends, assets in case you want to make your own game, games you can play on your phone, and games for your computer. All the money will be donated to the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. A personal favorite game of mine is a game called Birds Love Dirt, where you pretend to be a bird and then play in the dirt. And as a special treat for our final show, I will give you my full and honest review of the new Kung Fu Panda. While the previous movies are not necessary to watch to find entertainment in Kung Fu Panda 4, I highly recommend you do watch them, just because they're an enjoyable watch. The plot follows Po, voiced by Jack Black, who is enjoying his title of the Dragon Warrior. However, his mentor, Master Shifu, tells him it's time to pass down the title.
The good news is Po is going to become the next spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace, step into the shoes of Oogway. The bad news is he's going to have to find a successor and give up being the Dragon Warrior.
Well then,
Po decides to go on one last adventure, though, with a new character and thief named Zen.
she's a criminal. She definitely spends her life kind of pickpocketing. She has a wry sense of humor, so I enjoy that about her. Yeah, she has some secrets as well.
If you hate the plot and the characters, it's nearly impossible to hate the animation. There was clearly so much love and passion put into it, and the choreography for the fight scenes are beautiful.
I think that also the animation is off the chain, the action, the fighting, it's all like it all looks so good and it's so detailed. We had a brilliant director, and I think that there's real heart in the story as well.
Just for how incredible the combat is alone, I think the movie is worth a watch.
I'm going just as hard in this role as I do with any of my movies. I don't really differentiate, oh, this is for adults or this is for kids. I try to make it entertaining regardless.
On a harsher note, the pacing is rough, and at times it felt like it was really trying to get to that last third of the movie, and I can't even blame the writers for that, because that's when everything really comes together. The setting and lighting feel perfect at that point, and if you ignore the bumps with the pacing, Poe's and Zen's characters really form an interesting dynamic where it's easy to sympathize with both of them.
Despite its flaws, I really enjoyed watching Kung Fu Panda 4. It felt like a natural conclusion to the series, and I wouldn't complain too much if I had to watch it again.
Cassie, you really did yourself with that package. That was really, really good.
It's all thanks to Terry. She really edited everything together. I will definitely have to go see it in theaters now.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. After the break, we will join BUT reporter Dylan Baus for our last live interview.
We will also join him for a campus convos, not on campus.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home.
Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one? I gotta go eat, man. Sorry. I'll see you later.
Over the next 8 days, the Association Apparel Sustainability Club is visiting student residential buildings to collect clothes in need of repair. Our reporter Dylan Baus is live from Geisert Hall with more information about the initiative. Take it away, Dylan.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the President and Vice President of Sustainability Club, the Association Sustainability and Apparel Club, and they will be accepting donations from today until May 1st. Really appreciate you guys being here today, and this is my donation.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So, for people who are not familiar with, can you tell them a little bit about Association and what you guys do?
Okay, well, actually, how we started, it started from a classroom.
Mm-hmm.
We took a class, apparel sustainability, and next thing we knew, Association was born. So what we actually do is we host free sewing drives on campus, and also we actually train students how to sew through our Sip and Sew events.
Okay, I like
Yes.
that. I like that, perfect. So what is the inspiration behind the 8-day event that you guys have up and coming?
Oh yeah, well there's 8 dorms here at Bradley, and when you think about it, students will be moving out soon, and we want to catch them now. Students, well, here's the thing. I learned through my class that this is a problem on every college campus, that students actually toss so many clothes away at the end of the year. So, hey, this is a light bulb that went off. We're standing here waiting for students to give us those donations so that zero clothing waste.
Right.
That's our mission.
I like that. Perfect.
Yes.
That's a great reason. So, what are you guys going to be doing with the clothes, whether that be fixing, recycling, or donating?
Oh, we're sponsoring this event for Association nonprofit organization.
Awesome. And so all the donations are going to be going to them?
Yes.
Awesome. Perfect. All right. So what locations will you guys going to be collecting clothes at?
Okay, all of the 8 dormitories. There's Geisert, there's University Hall, let's just say all 8 of them.
All 8 of them.
So we're going to actually have 8 days of clothing drive here at Bradley.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. So what is your personal goal for being involved with Association? What's your reason?
My reason? Again, it's about apparel sustainability. It's about making sure and educating students that there's another way of recirculating clothes. As they make their donations, Association will actually have an online platform in which we can actually resell those clothes either to students or to the broader audience.
Oh, okay, that's nice. I like that. So how can students join or get involved in the club if they would want to?
Well, let me let Layla actually answer that question. Is that okay? Yes.
Thank you. So coming next semester, we'll be starting bi-weekly events where we'll be teaching people how to sew, how to mend, and how to do other kinds of tasks to reuse clothing. We also will continue doing our sewing drives and sewing and clothing collections.
That's awesome. So last but not least, what is your personal favorite part about being involved with the club?
I gotta say, getting a part of the community. I'm not actually from here, and it really just gets me involved with other people, and it really gets me to stretch my sewing skills and help people out.
I appreciate it. That's all the time that we have here today. Really appreciate you two from being on here, and definitely check out Sewsation whenever you can. Back to you guys.
Thank you.
Our very own Dylan Bouse noticed something off about campus this past Saturday and wanted to get to the bottom of it. Let's see where his curiosity has taken him.
I'm Dylan Bouse here with Campus Convos, and if you look behind me, there's not too many students out right now. I'm trying to figure out where everybody's going. You know what? It might be Fuse today. I think it is. Let's go check it out. Thought I'd get dressed up for the occasion. Let's go inside and check it out. Tell us your name, your project, and your role in the project.
All right. My name is Scott Selke. My project is Our Name is the Stars.
I'm Evan. My last name is Cribbs. I am part of the Gallery of Guilt team.
My name is Catherine Lee. I worked on Soul Sink City.
My name is Lucia Robbins. I usually go by Lucy Robbins. I'm on the Animation Catapult team Final Notice.
I'm Lucas, and this is one of the projects I have here at Fuse. It's called Wakey Wakey.
I am a programmer on the team.
I was an artist during this project.
I was the art lead for the game.
I was a producer for the project.
You know, I do a little bit of other things, but 3D animator, rigger, modeler for this team.
Oh wow, okay, so they're keeping you busy then. I got that.
So this is technically my first time being on a team, working on a project, and presenting it.
I think this is my third project. So I was on Astrofax 2 years ago. Then last year I was on Forklift Monkeys, and I was the team lead on that. Okay. That's the real name.
So this is actually my 6th project at Fuse, and this year I have 3.
I've had a total of 3 projects at Fuse. I had 2 last year and 1 this year.
I have my capstone. I've got iSky, which was a catapult project, and then this was a project I worked on in my free time.
I've been on 2 projects besides this one. I was on Mismatched Mayhem my freshman year, and I was on Party Crashers my sophomore year, which is a lot of fun. And then this year, of course, I'm on this team. These are the animation catapults.
So what is your personal favorite part about Fuse?
My favorite part is being able to go through the museum and see all of the different things that my peers have worked on over the course of the year, and also being able to show my parents and friends all the cool stuff that I did.
I love how we get to people get to make projects really quick that use interesting hardware like VR and the ferryman fishing upstairs that using an actual fishing rod is super cool.
Just gets the entire IM department together, because usually it'll just be game design majors in one room. We don't really get to interact much with animation majors, game art majors. And we even have computer science majors on the team.
It's us doing it by ourselves, and that we get that much freedom and creativity with it.
So what is your favorite memory about working on the current project that you're working on?
I think my favorite memory was finishing up my first cutscene, because I did the 2D cutscenes for the game. Seeing the first time that I finished one of them, it was really nice.
From one of our professors that had he presented us his capstone game to kind of give us a feel of what it was like back when he went to school, and he had this text that said reasonable scope on it that was in 2006 fire font you'd see on an old YouTube video. And so we started putting that on shirts on custom ink, and we started just messing around with that.
I want to give a shout out to the rest of the Wakey Wakey team, Sam Dwyer, Jacob Zadorowicz, Justin Clemens, Anthony Dupo, Will Dieter, and especially Xavier Chapman, who did all of our music.
All of the team leads, so Lauren Toole, Ainsley Richmond, Faith Humphrey, Jenny Lee, and Ava, I think it's Knidler. Pardon me if I butcher that. And then our professor, Benjamin Panfill.
I'd like to give a shout out to Caden for keeping the project so organized, because I honestly believe that we would have been completely lost without him. And Steven for doing everything that he did. He's the best.
I think my biggest takeaway is probably just communicate with people. Get your name out there. Don't be afraid to approach people and say, hey, I'm this, and that, because that's how you make connections, not only to get a job, but just make friends.
How important it is to like showcase your work, because seeing all of these people come here and then play something that you've been working on, it's really cool. It's a great experience.
For people coming to Fuse, just like, I'm glad that they appreciate all the work and time we put into it.
It's kind of like a glimpse into what working in a studio is like, which is what I hope to do one day. And it's just an opportunity that I'll never have again.
It was a lot of great and interesting interviews with the people at Fuse, some great projects to look at. I was really glad I got to check it out. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Dylan. Stick around for one last segment on sports with Harvey Newcomb.
We also get to hear a musical performance from one of our very own members on crew.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up one finger if you're a man, women, 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time Shiro to all of us. You nurture, we listen. You teach, we thrive. You lift our spirits, but we've got to lay down the truth. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. A free online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Start saving more for retirement so you can feel prepared and live your life to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the final BUTV sports of the semester. But this week was another eventful one for Bradley Athletics, so let's get right into it. Starting off with baseball, and this team appears to be looking ahead to next season as the sweep that they suffered at the hands of Evansville puts them at what is now a 9-game losing streak. But taking a look at Game 1, and despite Evansville's hot 3-run start in the first inning, Bradley is blessed with a solo shot by Timothy O'Brien to keep them in it for the time being. However, the Aces went on another run, this time in the 3rd inning, capped off by a 3-run bomb by freshman Simon Sherry, which put them up 9-1 against the Braves. But after that, Bradley had a few defensive tricks up their sleeve. This one in particular is spectacular. Bradley center fielder Ryan Vogel made a leaping catch and robbed what could have been another homer for Evansville. And he jumped so high in the air that he had enough time to jump, eat a hot dog, rob the homer, and then come back down. Absolutely insane. But despite that, along with another O'Brien homer, the Braves are unable to make the comeback, falling 7-9. Games 2 and 3 didn't have much of a silver lining for Bradley, so let's instead talk about the singular game Bradley played yesterday against Southern Illinois Edwardsville. After a short 15-minute rain delay, the game starts and things play out normally, with both teams finding themselves tied in the 9th 3-3. However, the conditions started getting particularly foggy in the 5th inning, with it eventually getting so thick that they had to call the game right before the bottom of the 9th, meaning that the game ended in a tie, which has not happened to SIUE since March 2006, over 18 years ago. I know some of you watching might be playing BUTV bingo, but this was not on my personal BUTV sports bingo card for the semester. A tie due to heavy fog, just absolutely insane. But moving on to softball, and I don't even know how many weeks in a row softball has found themselves sporting a 500 record, but it has happened again this time, as they sit at 23-23 after a series where they won 2 out of 3 games against Drake, but lost a single match against Illinois State. The Illinois State game went similar to a few of Bradley's previous games, where the Braves got off to a slow start by giving up some early runs, this time finding themselves down 5-0 after 3 innings, but they chipped away at the lead, scoring 2 runs each in innings 4 and 6. But a 4-run 7th inning by ISU prevented any sort of comeback from Bradley as they fell 4-9. They bounced back in that Drake series, as I had mentioned before, however, with Sidney Kennedy giving up only 2 hits as Bradley won 9-1 in just 5 innings. Both offenses showed up in Game 2, though, with the score being 6-5 Bradley after just 3 innings. But both teams dug their heels in on defense, as it was 6-6 going into the top of the 9th. But a crucial error by Drake allowed Bradley to score the go-ahead run to take Game 2 7-6. Game 3 was looking pretty competitive for a while, but a 6-run 5th inning made this 3-9 Bradley loss look not nearly as close as it was. And we saw 2 milestones achieved this week for softball, with sophomore Lauren DeRolf crossing 100 career hits and head coach Sarah Willis crossing 200 career wins. Sadly, that is officially it for BUTV Sports for this semester, but stick around after the break for what's happening on campus.
You're looking at me in the future. Okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi. Wait a second.
Do you know who I am?
Julia.
This is Jaina. Into the future.
I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those 2 girls. Oh, yeah?
Do you remember it was this girl that I was getting bullied by that one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me? I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody. Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. But I need that back. No. Kevin!
Now, let's take one final look at the week ahead. Tomorrow on Olin Quad from 3:15 to 5:15, Late Night BU is hosting a relax table for students. Students who stop by will be able to spin the wheel to win prizes as a way to wind down before finals begin. Join Barbecue Kitten Improv on April 13th at 7 p.m. for their final show of the year. During this show, audience members will be able to watch as the troupe metaphorically kills off its 4 seniors. Well, that's it for BUTV News this semester. I'm Adelia Young.
I'm Harvey Newcomb.
I'm Cassie Maxwell.
I'm Rachel Hobbs.
And I'm Julia Hunt. We leave you tonight with a performance from Terry Silva. Have a great night.
Wish